Yo, welcome back to another video, man. It's your main man, Steezy Lit. We back in his bed. Man, what's good with y'all boys, gang? Not gonna lie, Shannon Sharpe gotta be stopped, cuz. Not gonna lie. This freaky gotta be stopped, gang. I ain't even gonna hold y'all boys, man. I know y'all boys seen the messages. I know you seen the Shannon Sharpe drama. The title of this video is Shannon Sharpe's cheek clapping has gotten worse. So apparently this brother he been wilding out. He's still been wilding out because you already got this lawsuit, gang. What you got going? You know what I'm saying? Yo, if y'all ready for this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, man. I greatly appreciate it. I know you would too. All right, let's go crazy, gang.
This whole Shannon Sharpe situation reminds me of a soap opera. And indeed it is. It's kind of like The Young and the Restless. Situations change day by day and you're just tuning into a new episode. And almost every day, things are unraveling and unraveling and unraveling. Last week, he was about to sign a $100,000 deal. And this week, he got exposed by Gabriella Zuniga for all of these choking allegations. Then his ex-girlfriend, Michelle, basically came on Natasha K and said that Shannon Sharpe, the last time they saw each other, he forcefully did this.
Not gonna lie, both of these women are not even that bad. Like me personally, on a scale 1 to 10, they not even above a 7. I'm sorry, Shannon Sharpe, bro, you hitting the middies, bro. You only hitting middies, bro. I'm sorry, gang, bro. They not even that bad for you to be going through all of this, gang. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. You see, like the NBA players, at least they got the BBL Warriors. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is bad, gang.
But rewind! But oh, the internet is great at keeping receipts.
What's this? Huh? What's this?
You see, Shannon Sharpe suffers from a new disease called SIS, self-induced stupidity. And while he has all of these problems that are going on, he has been also the #1 responsible party in all of these issues. And a lot of these things started playing out with him and Chad Ochocinco on Nightcap. Now let me talk about Nightcap. Ochocinco typically is like the co-host. He doesn't really go into much detail about his sexual excursions or what he does with women. He's smart, and it's interesting because people think that Ochocinco sometimes may be stupid, but he's very bright. He will allow Shannon Sharpe to be the dumb one because Shannon Sharpe is the NFL Hall of Famer. Shannon Sharpe is a former Super Bowl champion winner. He's the one making all the money in social media, and Shannon Sharpe has a big ego. And this is why Shannon Sharpe allows himself to be in this situation because he typically says things that he shouldn't say. For those of you who remember the Meg Thee Stallion thing.
The point of her being a stallion, it supersedes anything that you're
Ocho,
saying.
I know she
So I
good.
think are you scared?
No, but hey, I understand, Ocho. My grandpa used to say, boy, they can look down longer than you can look up. They look up longer than you can look down. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? But hey,
yes, sir.
I have a stretched out like a 2:45. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Don't play with them. Ocho.
Then there was a situation with the real
That man freaked out, gang. He's freaked out.
Bree Sky. And you know what's so bad about that one? Yeah, you know, it didn't even happen. Like he was lying the whole entire time because, you know, academics confirmed that the lady doesn't even know Shannon Sharpe. He was pretending to like clap her cheeks and he doesn't even know her. So Shannon Sharpe said on his own show that, you know what, I was dealing with an OnlyFans model and he didn't know that he was dealing with an OnlyFans model. And then she showed him the paycheck that she was getting. So I guess that was cool because, you know, he wanted her to keep on doing what he was doing because that was going to end up with her bringing in more household income. Now, this is crazy because Shannon Sharpe is now showing a behavior of a 56-year-old man dealing with white or Hispanic or white appearing Hispanic OnlyFans models. And that's crazy for a guy who has went to the NFL Hall of Fame, a guy who has a $100 million deal on the line, and a guy who has a lot to live for. Once these allegations came out about Gabriella Zuniga, he was calling it a shakedown. And we could agree that it is a shakedown. And indeed it was a shakedown. But wait, check this out.
See, a lot of y'all missing the whole point with this Shannon Sharpe situation. Look, it's not really about if she's wrong if she's trying to beat him out some money or not, if he's guilty or not. I mean, I hate to see him in this situation, but that's not the point. The point is, why did he put himself in that position? See, we got to be smarter. See, a lot of people pointing the finger at her, saying she tricking off, she wrong, she did. Man, look, he shouldn't have never been in that situation anyway. I mean, come on, 19 years old, 56. What do you guys have in common besides sex? So you just gonna continue to spend all this money tricking off with females who on Instagram or OnlyFans and put yourself in a position to be caught up like that? It's a lot of brothers out here like that with a lot of money. I understand, you can get caught up. It's a lot of great looking females out here. But when you get older, you're supposed to mature through life lessons.
Bro, spitting. That's also how you get put on $10,000 a month in child support. You know what I'm saying? This brother, Shannon Sharpe, is tweaking, gang. Was tweaking, been tweaking, past tweaking, future tweaking. Hopefully he learned a lesson from this, bro. I hope he learned a lesson for this because cuz is tweaking.
You see, shout out to that brother because, first of all, Shannon Sharpe, at this point, you kind of should have known that you were doing something really stupid to yourself, that you put yourself in that precarious situation. It's not anybody else's fault. It's not the OnlyFans model's fault. It's your fault because you're the one that had a whole lot to lose. And that's why you were trying to offer that $10 million. And I want to talk about this because a lawyer explained why somebody like Shannon Sharpe would actually pay the $10 million.
First, we have to talk about what a settlement means, just because it's been so unclear, where people assume when you make a settlement offer, that means that you're automatically guilty or that you've done the underlying action. Actually, it's a math equation, believe it or not. When you have a lawsuit that is pending, you speak to your lawyers and they talk to you about the probability. So if he's being sued for $50 million, stay with me here, Dan, and the lawyer says, Shannon, there's a 10% chance of this happening, of the victory against you, of you losing. 10% of 50 million is $5 million. That means the value of the lawsuit is $5 million. But the legal fees are going to be $8 million, no matter what. If you have no liability or if you're found liable for 50 million, you're going to pay me $8 million. That's a total of $13 million. That's when you go to the other side and you say, I'll give you 10. That doesn't mean I did it. Doesn't mean I didn't do it. It's called a nuisance settlement amount, and it's discovered through a simple math equation based on probability.
Now, the reason why he would pay that $10 million, it makes a lot of sense. You see, the $10 million that he would pay, he would do so only because it may cost him more to even fight the case. So it's just worth more to basically pay the money. But again, that doesn't mean that there's any guilt going on. And I do not think that there is guilt. But the reality is he is guilty of something, being stupid. Like, how do you get this old in the game and you're moving around like this as if you're a young guy? It doesn't make any sense. And that is something that Shannon Sharpe will not be able to defend. Sometimes, guys, we are innocent of somebody else's allegations, but we are guilty of putting ourselves in those situations. And one of the things about having the money or being a guy that has money is you gotta move differently. That's the thing. That's why whenever you see Jay-Z, you see Beyonce, you see very successful guys, they don't move around like the rest of us do because they don't want to get caught up with the rest of us problems, and so they don't. And even though Jay-Z got accused by Tony Busby, it was quickly shot down. But Shannon Sharpe won't have that luck. And that's the same thing with when you start having money. You're a guy and you're dealing with OnlyFans, and this is a habit that you're doing. Obviously, you're gonna have problems. And this isn't the first time that he's talked about adult film actresses or porn stars at 56 years old on his show. And now
he real life lucky that none of these girls secretly recorded him and posted him up on their OnlyFans. And if they did, I don't know, because I'm not interested in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in seeing that. But, you know what I'm saying? He mad lucky that he ain't get exposed like that. Cause they could easily do that and run up a stupid bag.
Now they can come back and use this stuff as evidence because he clearly said it, and it doesn't mean that he is being abusive, but it does state a pattern. And one last thing, food for thought. What if these other women who he's been messing with in the past decide to come out and do the same thing? Very similar to what happened with Deshaun Watson or Bill Cosby. And then now at that particular point, you have to settle out of court because all of those claims are just too expensive to fight. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea.
What y'all think about this man, Shannon Sharpe, gang? What y'all think, man? I think this brother is he's chopped. Brother chopped liver, man. If y'all like this video, though, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let's have a conversation down below. Hey, man, say, man, gang.